It's absolutely fantastic out here today, so I thought I'd come out and do a bit of whoop flying. Got my HD Zero box goggles, Radio Master Pocket. No drone, can't find it. Hang on a minute. What's this? It's the BetaFPV Air65. It's absolutely tiny. Tiny, tough and totally addictive. This BetaFPV Air65 is one of those whoops you can fly just about anywhere, whether you're carving up the living room, threading gaps in the garden, or ripping around a local park, or even diving office buildings if you're feeling a little bit cheeky. And the best part, it's so light and tough that you can crash it without worrying. It's nimble enough for proper acro, quiet enough not to annoy the neighbours, and safe enough to fly around pets, plants and people. I've been flying this for a few months now, mainly because it's so easy to just grab and go. And whether it's in the living room, the back garden or that little park over the road, there's no setup, no stress, you just fly. And I've lost count of how many packs I've put through it, but it's a lot. And yes, I've crashed it a lot too, but thanks to this ultra lightweight and flexible frame, nothing's broken in about 3 or 4 months. Now, it's not totally perfect, and I'll get into that a little bit later, but it's pretty close. So let's take a closer look. Well, here it is, the Air65. It's tiny. I mean, seriously tiny. Just 65 millimeters from motor to motor, and it only weighs 18 grams dry. Or if you put one of these 1S lipos in, it's going to be about 23 grams, which is near enough nothing. On here, you've got 0702 27,000 kV motors, 21mm Gemfan 1219S tri-blade props. The board in here is a G473 5-in-1 F4 flight controller, and this has got built-in ESC, OSD, serial ELRS 2.4 gig, and an onboard 5.8 VTX that's 25 to 400 milliwatts. Camera is a CO3 on this very simple but quite clever mount. You also get a USB adapter board separate, so you plug that into that JST there, and that means you don't have to have all this expensive USB-C connector on board, which would make quite a bit of difference to something that only weighs 18 grams. And then you've got the BT 2.0 battery connector, of course. Now, this is the racing version, and the freestyle version has got 23,000 kV motors, and there is a limited edition champion version that's got 30,000 kV motors, but that was limited to 1,000 pieces, and I can see from their website that's all sold out now. Now, getting this in the air is really quick and painless. Like all BetaFPV whoops, you just bind your radio using a bind phrase, plug in a battery, and off you go. And these 0702 motors give a surprising amount of grunt for something that's so small. You can do flips, rolls, split S, even inverted yaw spins. It handles all of that. And because it's so light, you can get away with massive mistakes. You hit a wall, it just bounces off and keeps going. And because it's got Express LRS, I think we all know that it's rock solid, even outdoors. No brownouts, no signal weirdnesses, even when you go behind big wet trees or under benches, whatever it is you're doing. The CO3 camera is decent for analog. It's not cinematic by any stretch, but for fast reactions and situational awareness, it really does get the job done. And the factory tune is excellent, something BetaFPV are very good at these days. The only issue that I've seen is a bit of jello during vertical punch outs at full throttle, and that's sustained full throttle. And I think that's down to this simple but sort of otherwise effective camera mount. Here you can see I've got a separate one. It does give a nice amount of suspension. But I think it's just moving a little bit when it gets at full tilt, especially with the flexible frame. I mean, it's not a deal breaker, and during normal freestyle and general flying, I don't even notice it. With these Lava 1S 300 mAh lipos, I'm getting about 3 to 3.5 minutes realistically of average flying. You know, that's some smooth cruising around and a little bit of acro. Now, if you go all out on acro with big punch outs, you'll burn through a pack in probably not less than 2 minutes, but it's going to be about 2.5 minutes. But 1S packs like this, they're cheap and easy to carry. Just bring a pocket full and you'll get loads of flight time. And I think this is actually a great option for beginners. I mean, you can fly it outdoors or indoors. It won't damage anything when you crash. But just be aware, it's very light, and that means strong wind will push it around. And if you're a bit less experienced, that can catch you out. So, where does this sit in the Whoop world? Well, it's smaller than the sibling Air65, as you can see, and the Meteor 65, but it's more beginner focused. It's lighter than the Mobula 6, it's cheaper than anything HD that you can get, and it's far easier to live with than most 2S micros. And for grab and go fun, it really is the dog's whatsits. So the BetaFPV Air65 is a pocket-sized Whoop that I reach for when I want a bit of fun without any setup, acro without anxiety, and practice without punishment. And I know we could all do with a bit of that. You can fly it in your house, your garden, your office, your shed, basically anywhere. It's light, it's safe, and actually helps you become a better pilot without breaking stuff or breaking the bank. At just $95 or around £70 here in the UK, I think it's an absolute bargain. Now, it's not without its drawbacks, as I mentioned earlier. It is analog only, there's no HD option, but I like analog. The camera isn't great in low light, and as I mentioned before, there's that bit of jello on hard sustained punch outs. But those are small trade-offs for the sheer fun and freedom that this thing delivers. But it does have one big problem, and it's not really the Air65's fault. Because you're having such a good time, it's way too easy to forget about your battery voltage. And when that 1S pack drops to 3.3 or 3.5 volts, your goggles will scream "land now" at you. And if you ignore it, you'll lose the video fast, and the camera cuts out very quickly. And if you're flying over grass, well, good luck finding it. So listen to your voltage alarms, set radio timers, and keep your eyes and ears peeled. For me, this is the ideal setup. Radio Master Pocket, HD0 box goggles, a handful of Lava 1S packs, and the Air65. It's simple, reliable, and always ready to go. Now, do let me know what you think of this in the comments. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. That really does help the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.